Hello everyone, I'm Ahmed Mohammed, a PhD candidate at Queen's University Belfast, and in this presentation I'm presenting our poster on the impact of different control strategies on residential battery degradation. Joining me in this work, Dr. Robert Best, Dr. Amy Lowe, and Professor John Morrow from Queen's University Belfast. So as we all know that there is an increase in the deployment of low carbon technologies such as solar photovoltaics, electric vehicles, and residential batteries, customers are getting attracted to residential batteries in order to maximize the PV self-consumption and self-sufficiency, especially with the ongoing reduction in renewable incentives such as the feed-in tariff and the suspension of these programs in different countries like the case of the United Kingdom. So in this poster, we are investigating the impact of different control strategies on the degradation, as well as customers' profitability and on the network represented in the losses. So the methodology is, first we collect the data which is represented in load profile, photovoltaics, solar photovoltaics profiles, electric vehicle profiles, and the battery specifications from the market, as well as the tariff structures and network data. Second, we are applying three different strategies. The first one is the conventional self-consumption maximization method, which aim to charge the battery whenever the generation exceeds the demand and charge whenever the demand exceeds the generation. The second method, which is the same or similar to the first one, however, in this case, we are optimizing the energy arbitrage by charging during the low time of use tariff period and charging whenever the demand exceeds the generation. The third one, which is based on forecasted data and optimization, and in this case, we are using the optimization solver to achieve an objective that aim to minimize the daily electricity bill as well as optimize the load variance. After simulating 1 year for different control strategies and for different batteries, the state of charge profile is being analyzed using the rainflow counting algorithm, and we are extracting the data using this counting algorithm for the semi-empirical cycling degradation model, and at the end, the result is the battery state of health and other results related to the energy losses and electricity bill with and without the battery. So for the degradation results, we can see that here we have different sizes of the batteries from 2.4 kilowatt hour to 13.5 kilowatt hour. For the first method, which is the traditional one that aims to maximize the self-consumption, we can see that it achieved best results represented in degradation, because under this control strategy, the battery is not being used frequently. However, when we optimize the time of use tariff or when we use optimization, the degradation become lower than the first strategy, because in this case, we are utilizing the battery more in order to improve or in order to maximize the profitability. In terms of annual bill reduction, surely optimizing the time of use tariff using the second method or using optimization will achieve much better results compared to the self-consumption method for different batteries and especially for larger batteries. For the degradation, as we mentioned, the first one, which is self-consumption maximization, will achieve better or achieved better results in terms of the state of health at the end of 10 years compared to the other two methods. The worst degradation obtained using the optimization method, because in this method we are utilizing the battery fully to achieve the objectives. For the impact on the network, for example, the losses, the best reduction in losses achieved using the optimization method, because in this method we are improving the load variance, which also improved the losses reduction. And the worst values was for the first one, because this control method doesn't actually focus on improving the network, and it focuses only on maximizing the self-consumption. So for the conclusion, this work shows that residential battery should be controlled properly to prolong the lifespan. Adopting self-consumption maximization will preserve the capacity for longer periods, and hence it's advised for small capacities of batteries to be operated using this method. However, for larger capacities, optimizing the time of use tariff will lead to high profits, and hence it's preferable to be used. And also it will impact the degradation, however, as the large capacities are much better with respect to the degradation, so this issue can be mitigated. For future work, the impact of depth of discharge and E-rate on degradation under different control methods will be investigated. So the control methods used in this poster are being available online on GitHub on this link, and here's my email for any question on Twitter. And finally, this work is part of Spire 2 project supported by the European Union's NTRIG VAB program. Thank you.